If you ever wanted to impress a Pisces woman, make sure that you use confidence. However, you must not use confidence from your pineal gland or your mental scape. You must use confidence from your stomach, which means empathy, childlike energy. Um, think of a teacher that you give a red apple to. That's the kind of energy, very warm. And teacher is very important when you can teach a Pisces something, because remember, Pisces women, whether they like hearing this or not, and I'm fine with flippin' telling them, they think they know everything. No, they think they heard it all. They'll say, I'm open to learning. They will use the words, but that that fish, up, down, they think they know everything. So whenever you teach a Pisces, it is very attractive. And again, where you teach and where you speak from must be from the stomach. So it is a warmer approach, whereas in the mental, it's very silver and fast. It doesn't settle. It's not the information, the tone, how it's shared. You need a set and setting. If you're trying to warm up, get to know, you know, and really like develop a connection with the Pisces, yeah, you just have to get outside of your head, be your stomach, because your stomach is also going to help you be very authentic. Pisces women are suckers for authenticity, because all authenticity means is you being something they have never seen, which means automatically you've become a teacher, because now they want to learn about you. They're curious about you. You not only have experience, which is another beautiful thing. That's why certain Pisces women would lean towards the more mature. However, Pisces, if there's a lean towards the mature, they also like the young. As above, so below. Never think it's one sided. But in whatever bracket you in, just make sure that you always stay in the stomach. Stomach also is safe. Pisces women need to feel safe. They will approach you as if they are, fine. They don't need safety. You'll hear it. They'll be very charismatic and no, I'm fine. I'm always fine, man. Just be safety always. And if they feel you are from the stomach, because they will, highly intuitive. Their intuition, though, is from the pineal gland. Some of them based on their natal chart influence with coupling zodiac placements, which means that maybe you're a Pisces stellium, but there's also a Sagittarius stellium in your natal chart, or strong Leo. This is where that yellow will be very, very dominant. That teacher energy, that warm empath energy, that feeling from the tummy, can't help but give, can't help but want to open up and take the lead, take initiative, but for good causes that always benefits beyond yourself. That is yellow, and when you represent that and just being yourself, you've got a Pisces woman by their thick hairy balls. Can dip that shit in tequila and take a shot to the head. They'll love it. Also, they like that Christian Grey stuff. In the beginning, they'll be very confident and say, you've never had anything like this. I'm unique. That's just their ego. They Pisces in sun, remember? So that's one version. The other side, yeah, no, you must, again, from the stomach approach. So take your time with Pisces. Before even the action, melt the butter in her stomach. And trust me, a Pisces melts quick, because they don't need long to differentiate between what's good for them or what they think is good for them. I can't help it. I would have so much fun with you Pisces people in the boot camp in March. Oh, it's gonna be lovely. But anyways, they can distinguish very quickly between authentic and people not being authentic. So, like, especially when it comes to dating and men, if they've been in the game for 30 years, 35 years, trust me, if you stand out, you stand out. Now, they don't believe in time, and Pisces is a bit rough. So if they feel and it feels right, they can go for it, man. And like I said, the conditions must just be real. Just be a real, authentic, warm person that comes from the stomach. Don't try and over impress a Pisces. Don't try and do too much. They will feel you're doing too much because you're working from your mental. They work from their mental. They do too much. So they're not looking for that. If you're there in the stomach, the solar plexus, you are masculine but with a warmth. You are a blanket. There's purpose, there's a need for you. If there's no blanket, it feels shit. It's cold as hell. But if you that blanket, you like authority, but in the most gentlest way. And that's exactly how to be with a Pisces woman. And you must have your ebb and flow. Don't be too much on them. There'll be a clingy phase, and then the novelty wears off very quickly with the Pisces. So you really gotta keep it's like a game you gotta play with them. You gotta be there and spend real time, and then tell them, I just gotta be alone, as you know. And trust me, they'll embrace it. And then you make them miss you, but not in a bad way. Like when you really miss them, send them that message. It's important for them. Not repetitively every morning sending them Bible verses. Today is gonna be a good day, John Bible. It's too much for them. But when it's rare and it's unique and unpredictable, that's when a Pisces, will always say, like, you intuitively linked to me because you said something, shared something, sent me something short, sweet, to the point that just aligned with exactly what I was feeling. And when they have those moments with you, ask them. It's happy times. Happy times. So, Pisces, please validate this. Let me know if this resonates with you. And remember, very important, people, I'm not an astrologist, so don't come with those silly questions that I leave you with. You ask these questions about this and astrology, and I sit back and I'm like, do you still not know I'm not an astrologist? In any videos, in all the other astrology, zodiac series I've done, like I look at all of these lights and I'm like, I'm not an astrologist. I just use astrology to let you know that I read energy. So if I can do this with this Pisces energy, it's very deep when it's one-on-one, which is the readings. So don't ask about astrology when it comes to me. Just think of it as a very cool thing that someone can go in such depth and detail and perceive the energy of Pisces that lives within you, and especially if it is a strong placement. Based on how stellium you are in Pisces, or how strong that energy flows through your natal chart, this video will relate more to you. If you're not as strong in Pisces, maybe you only have one placement in Pisces and more in another sign, then you'll go to that sign's dominance, and I've probably done a video on it, so go check it out on the page. But that's how you evaluate this. It's about the density or the correlation and alignment, more as opposed to, oh, that's a guy who's an astrologist. You'll notice the way I unpack all of this stuff is not like any other astrologer, and they astrologists, they doing what they do. I'm a bit mystical. I read from a very different place. I receive from a very different place. So, fun times, Pisces, fun times.